Good evening. This is CTV News for Wednesday, May 10th. I'm Rochelle Metzger.
And I'm Denise Douglas. So glad you could join us. The Washington Council of Governments has released its annual report on the homelessness in the region. The 17th annual study reflects a one-day snapshot of homelessness in our area. The findings indicate a 9% decrease from 2016. According to the council, between 2013 and 2017, the region reduced the number of homeless families by 4%.
There's a section on the report where we talk about persons who've been placed in permanent supportive housing, who have been rapidly rehoused and placed in other forms of permanent housing. And so in the report, it shows that over 19,000 people, were counted as being in some form of permanent housing. And so that number continues to go up. We've been tracking it for about 5 or 6 years, and the numbers of persons going into permanent housing continues to increase.
According to the report, the biggest dent in homelessness was in the veterans population. The reports indicate a 38% drop since 2013.
Local Democratic lawmakers are reacting tonight to the firing of FBI Director James Comey. The surprise announcement Tuesday that President Trump had fired Comey led to calls for emergency hearings and the appointment of a special prosecutor. In a statement, Senator Ben Cardin says firing the lead investigator into the collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign is over the top, and he says underscores why an independent commission is needed to investigate Russia's interference with the U.S. election. The administration has long denied any improper communication with Russian authorities. A memo from Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein laying out the rationale for Comey's firing faults the former director's handling of the Clinton email probe last year. Meantime, the firing of FBI Director James Comey drew large crowds to the White House today. CTV cameras were in the thick of it all this afternoon as protesters waved signs and called for the independent commission to look into President Trump's actions. Comey, as you know, investigated the Trump's possible ties to Russia during the campaign. Now, protesters today are asking those who could not be there to protest and call on members of Congress to demand a special prosecutor.
This afternoon across the country. And if you live here in D.C.
So, Rochelle, here's a question that we asked today. Could Comey's firing affect Prince George's County? As you may know, the FBI headquarters is going to be relocated. The county is bidding to bring it here. There are 2 locations in the county that are under consideration, Greenbelt and Landover. CTV recently learned that additional federal funding has been approved that could help the project move forward. We asked County Executive Rashawn Baker for reaction to whether Comey's firing could delay the decision.
From a Maryland standpoint and a Prince George's standpoint, the first thing that came through my mind is what effect will this have on the new FBI headquarters? And I don't think it'll have any effect. But we are concerned, about, the direction at the federal level and the impact it has on us at the local level. And so in that respect, we're paying attention to what's happening with the FBI as we are paying attention, quite honestly, with what happens with the Affordable Care Act. That's critical for us.
You may remember Comey denied claims made by Trump early on that he was wiretapped by the Obama administration.
Meantime, Senate Democrats held a hearing featuring people who would lose coverage under Trump care. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen and Virginia's Tim Kaine were among more than a dozen lawmakers who gathered in the U.S. Capitol's Visitor Center this afternoon. Witnesses included folks from around the country who would lose coverage under the House GOP-passed health care plan. Also listed to speak an insurance commissioner from Pennsylvania and the CEO of a hospital system in Michigan. Democrats say House Republicans refused calls to hear from people who would be impacted by their proposal. The House bill is likely to undergo major changes in the Senate. Republican leaders say there is currently no timeline for a vote.